A large, dark, and abandoned castle with ivy creeping over the stone walls. The windows are broken, and the entrance looks inviting yet eerie. A twilight setting with a foggy atmosphere to add to the mysterious vibe of the palace. A rusted, creaky gate half open, beckoning someone inside. A young boy Zohan standing in the vast, empty entrance hall looking around in awe and fear. Dust-filled air with rays of light filtering through broken windows illuminating ancient, forgotten furniture. Long, dark corridors stretching ahead, with shadowy corners that hint at something unknown. Zohan standing still, his face a mix of curiosity and fear as he listens to the distant voice. The dark hallway, the voice seemingly echoing from an unseen room, with Zohan hesitating at the doorway. A soft, glowing light coming from behind a door or a dark corner, drawing him towards it. A dimly lit room with an old king sighted on the king chair. His hand reaches out towards Zohan, the boy standing a few steps away, torn between fear and sympathy, looking at the man on the floor. A sense of decay in the room, faded curtains, broken furniture, and a general feeling of abandonment. A tall, regal figure in dark, ornate robes emerging from the shadows. His eyes are intense and cold, with an aura of power. A wide shot showing Zohan in a small, narrow hallway and the imposing figure of the king approaching. A close-up of the king's stern face, perhaps showing his sharp features and glowing eyes to emphasize his intimidating presence. Zohan standing in the center of a large, grand room, with luxurious furniture but an eerie emptiness. The king stands tall, blocking the door, the boy's tear-filled face looking up at the king, filled with fear and uncertainty. The king's hands raised, offering the challenge to fight, while Zohan looks down in despair. Zohan dashing down the grand staircase, his eyes wide in terror as the king's footsteps echo behind him. A shot of the boy's feet pounding the stairs, with the darkened palace behind him, creating a sense of urgency. A close-up of Zohan's face, determined yet scared, as he races toward the exit. Zohan reaching the first-floor doors with the sunlight shining from the outside, offering hope and freedom. A wide shot showing the palace doors just ahead, with Zohan on the verge of escape and the king chasing after him in the background. The doors swinging open, bright sunlight spilling through, contrasting with the dark, eerie interior of the palace. A final shot of Zohan escaping through the doors, running into the daylight, while the king stands at the threshold, his shadow cast long. Zohan standing in front of his village, looking back over his shoulder at the distant palace. A peaceful village setting with warm, golden sunlight, offering a stark contrast to the dark, haunted palace. A wide shot of Zohan walking away, his figure small but free, as the ominous palace fades into the distance. The king standing in the doorway of the palace, looking out after Zohan with an unreadable expression. The dark silhouette of the king framed by the archway, with the crumbling palace behind him, implying that Zohan has escaped but the king's watch over the palace remains.